Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. Know what I'm saying? The real world is set up just like the school system. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about the real world is set up just like the school system, man. Know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, bruh. You know, like, after, like, let's say after you graduate, like, high school, and then you step into the real world, right? You know how people be like, oh, you're stepping into the real world and this and that. Like, let's say after graduating high school and this and that. Well, the real world is set up just like the school system, man. And I'm gonna give y'all some examples, right? For example, the assignments. Let's say the teacher in school, let it be high school or college or whatever, the teacher is like, oh, the assignment is due on this date. The assignment is due on this date at 11:59 p.m. You know what I'm saying? The assignment is due on this specific date at 11:59 p.m. Well, the real world is set up just like the school system. You know what I'm saying? On a certain date, on the 1st, that's usually when the rent is due, on the 1st. And you know, they might give you like a few days or something like that before they add the late fee. But it's set up the same way at 11:59, bruh. 11:59 on whatever day they give you, they're gonna hit you with that late fee. They gonna hit you with that late fee. And you gotta understand, what is the what? Oh God, we got all type of bugs flying around, bruh. Bro, when I'm recording at the park, all types of things be flying around. I can't even, they be flying by fast. I don't even be seeing them. Like, I don't even know what be flying. Sometimes they be flying fast. I don't even get a chance to even see what's flying, bruh. But look though, like bugs be flying in your face, all types of stuff, bro, when you recording at the park. But look though, the real world, right, is set up like the school system, man. Know what I'm saying? If your rent is late, they gonna hit you with a late fee, right? Well, what's the same thing? What's the equivalent of that in the school system? When your assignment is late, bruh, they are going to hit you. Like, some school systems, bro, I don't even remember I don't know if all the school systems was doing this, but they gonna reduce points. They gonna take away points from your assignment. They gonna take away points if your assignment is late. If it passes like the date that they gave you at 11:59 p.m., they gonna lock the assignment. Same way with the rent and the bills, bro. If that rent is late by 11:59 on a specific date, they gonna hit you with them late fees, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the real world, you know what I'm saying, is set up just like the school system, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. So let's get to the bullies. Who are the bullies? We already know about the bullies in high school. We already know about the bullies in school and all this stuff. You know, the bullies, the kids who was bullying everybody, taking the kids' lunch money, just bullying. There was bullies in, bullies in school, bullies in high school, bullies in school. You know what I'm saying? What's the equivalent of that in the real world? The bullies. Let's get to the bullies. The bullies is the wicked system. Know what I'm saying? The wicked government raising the prices of rent, raising all these bills. That's the bullies. These crooked landlords and the greedy landlords and the greedy system, them the bullies now. We went from the bullies being like in high school to now the bullies is the greedy landlords, to now the bullies is the wicked system. That's the new bullies right there. That's the new bullies, I'm telling you. The real world is set up just like the school system. The bullies now is the wicked government, is the wicked system, the greedy landlords, the wicked court system. All this stuff is the bullies. The crooked police officers. Them the bullies now. Now them the bullies in the real world now. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next example. When the teacher is like, oh, the assignment is due by this time at 11:59, and if you don't submit your assignment by 11:59, we're gonna lock the assignment. You know what I'm saying? And when you turn it in late, we're gonna take away points and this and that. I already talked about that, how the late fees on the rent is the equivalent of like your assignment being late, your homework being late in school, and they take away points. That's the same thing as the late fees when it comes to these bills, right? But look though, I was the type of person to whereas I will always procrastinate in school. I was procrastinating to turn in these assignments, bro, because I don't know, man. I just didn't fit in with all the things that they was teaching in school, bro. Just because you don't fit in with all this stuff that they was teaching in school, it don't make you stupid, bro. It don't make you stupid, because they was teaching us stuff that we wasn't even going to use in the real world. They didn't even prepare us for the real world, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there was times I used to cut school, bro, because I just didn't fit in with all this stuff, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. And let's get into you know what I'm saying? The cafeteria. You gotta understand something about the cafeteria, bro. The cafeteria in school, the cafeteria in high school, you know, where you eat your lunch and this and that. That's the equivalent of the lunch break in the real world at the 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? The lunch break, that's the equivalent of the cafeteria. But the difference is, in high school cafeteria, you had a lot more friends. A lot of people have more friends. Let me put it like that. A lot of people had more friends in high school. You had like different friends and stuff like that, people you eat with. Now, don't get me wrong. There was the loners too. There was the people who didn't have nobody to eat with and this and that. And those be the ones that's chosen by God too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be the loners out there that be chosen by God, bro. You know, but there was the ones that used to eat alone, and then, but majority had like different friends that they was eating with at lunch. They had different friends, right? But in the real world, at the 9 to 5 on the lunch break, man, people don't even have friends like that. People eating alone for sure. It's like when you become an adult, nobody care about you like that. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people, they don't have many people that care about them as adults. You get what I'm saying? So now they eating alone at the lunch break at work. Same way the cafeteria it was. But, you know, in the cafeteria, you had friends. Majority of people had friends. But in the real world, at the lunch break on the 9 to 5, people don't even have friends. People don't even have nobody to talk to. So the world, I guess you could say, it became more colder and more lonelier. And people don't even fit in with everybody, bruh. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, man, like, and then you got these co-workers who be gossiping. These co-workers, they love drama, they gossiping. They working for the devil. Now, so you got a lot of co-workers. I'm not gonna say all of them, but you got a lot of co-workers who be gossiping, promoting drama and all this stuff, because they working for the devil. They working for the enemy. Some people think like somebody who works for the devil is supposed to dress and look a certain way. Nah, a person who's working for the devil doesn't have to look a certain way. They just have to do his work. That's it. Jealousy, gossiping, drama, and all this stuff. Those are all the works in the devil. You in the devil's purpose for your life if you live in your life through these means and through these things. You know what I'm saying? But look though, damn, it's getting humid out here. It's getting hot out here at the park, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, when it get humid, bro, it's like it's hard to even think straight, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. But look though, what else did I write down? Oh yeah, there was this one time when I was still in school. I paid so much attention in this algebra class. You know what I'm saying? I paid so much attention. I think it was algebra, or was it called trigonometry? I don't know. Trigonometry, prostitutionary negatory. I don't know what it was called, the class, but I paid so much attention the whole semester, and I still I paid so much attention the whole semester and I still got an F. I'm talking about I was paying straight attention the whole semester and I still got an F. That don't mean I'm stupid. It just mean that this stuff wasn't resonating with me, bruh. X plus Y equals negation thermostat squared. The freak? How is that possible, man? You know what I'm saying? I was paying attention. Still failed. Because this stuff don't even make no damn sense, bruh. And a lot of times we don't even use this stuff in real life. X plus Y equals incubus squared. Where we gonna use this? Where we gonna use this? You know what I'm saying? But look though, school, man, like, it didn't prepare us for the real world, man. It's like they just prepared us to become slaves, bruh. School prepared us to become slaves to a 9 to 5. Because you gotta understand, even in school, we was going to school for about what, 7 hours? And 9 to 5 is about what? Same amount of time, 8 hours. See what I'm saying? Like, it's the amount. We was programmed to be slaves, bruh. I'm telling you, that's what this stuff was programming us for. But of course, with God's power, we break free from all these wicked systems and all this stuff, man. Stuff wasn't even teaching us about the deep things of God, about how to get closer to God, about spiritual education and how to walk with God. School wasn't teaching us none of this stuff. It's like they set us up to fail, man. They didn't even teach us stuff that we was going to use, man, in the real world, man. High school didn't teach us, and what is it called, preschool, elementary? None of this stuff was teaching us how to prepare for the real world, bruh. They didn't even teach us how to really walk with God. They didn't even teach us about the devil and like how he operates and how he tries to destroy our lives, how he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. They didn't even teach us about none of this stuff, man. It was teaching us some nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? Majority of stuff they was teaching us was straight nonsense, bruh. And I'm gonna be real with you, bruh. Majority of stuff, it was just training us to be slaves, bruh. I'm gonna be real with you. And there was one time I was going to the school bus, and I thought I seen like a yellow ghost or something, bruh. They make you wake up at 4 a.m., bruh. Like, what is that yellow thing right there by the street waiting for me? The freak? What is that yellow box waiting for me by the street? I thought it was the damn enemy, bruh. Taking me to where? To the school where I'm not gonna learn nothing, making you wake up at 4 a.m. Your brain still sleep. I remember that walk from the apartment to the school bus. It felt like my brain was shifting in and out of reality. It's as though my brain was in my feet, bruh. I could feel the stomping. Dude, I was still sleeping, bruh. Why are you making people waking up? Why are you waking up the people at 4 a.m. in the morning to do what? Your brain is not even awake for this stuff, man. Your brain is still sleeping. Man, I thought I seen the yellow ghost. I thought I seen the school bus look like a casket. I'm like, wait, I'm not even awake for this stuff. I can't even see the school bus. That school bus was blurry as hell. I thought that was the ghost. You know what I'm saying? Man, stuff is crazy, man. Same way how people gotta wake up early as hell trying to get to the 9 to 5. Rushing in they call it the rush hour to the traffic. It's the same stuff, bruh. It's the same stuff. This stuff is set up the same way. And none of this stuff is set up to set us free. This stuff is set up for us to be slaves, bruh. It's sad, bro. But through God's power and through following God, bruh, that's how we attain freedom, bruh. That's how we break all these chains, bruh. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people out there who support my website, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.